Hello, Machine Mask Wearers. This is NieR Game Plus, NieR Automata, the second playthrough, and this the seventh part by Rocky Rabbit Commentaries. We are investigating the desert housing complex after traversing the desert and destroying golden enemies. For the very first time, we have enemies that are so powerful you can't believe the game even set them on their path.
Deadly Heal plus 2.
Deadly Heal is a plug-in chip that allows you to regain health every time you destroy an enemy.
So, not all of these corpses actually have chips for us, right?
Well, they usually have something useful. Usually a plug-in chip. That is when you're playing offline. These are the offline androids, and you can tell they're offline because they don't have an associated player name or a neat little farewell message saying, well, I died, here's my body, basically. I got a bad feeling about this.
We're about to run into Adam for the first time, right?
Yep, Adam is the boss coming up, as we should remember from the first playthrough. Getting into some of the more M-rated stuff.
Yes, they are attempting to fornicate, and they are robots, so that it's not working.
Yep, and yeah, they're trying all kinds of sex over here, even trying cunnilingus.
So I'm gonna ask: is there an ending that takes place if you just allow them to continue to fornicate?
What happens is the cutscene goes on for so long that the robot that you were following on the way over here becomes hostile and starts attacking you again. Where dramatically he was just leading us along this pathway to the hideout.
And so does the following cutscene with Adam change if you do it that way?
No, the cutscene is the same.
Okay.
I mean, for goodness sake, just like 2B was saying at the end of the last campaign, it always happens like this. Sob, sob, cry, cry.
Except this time we have significantly more hacking minigames in order to do.
Yep, and because these are explosion-based attacks, every time I successfully execute a hack, pretty much all these guys take damage simultaneously. You took damage? I can do this as many times as I want because my magical hacking powers are going to keep me safe. Alright, now start picking up the stuff. Okay, you got to pick up the stuff because they're going to keep saying this can't continue until it just straight does not continue.
And you boom!
Kablooey!
I never did play Kablooey. Is it any good?
Is that a game?
Yes, Kablooey was I want to say it was an SNES action game.
And the win condition is be the first player to say Kablooey.
I don't think so, as the SNES, well, at least the English release of the SNES didn't really have a viable microphone, so.
Nah.
I mean, the NES, the classic Famicom actually did have a microphone in the second controller port.
In
It's
the lesser-known version of Kablooey, we say Kablooey. It's the boy. Eerily quiet cutscene.
So, Adam, why do you look like Sephiroth?
I mean, for goodness sake, he's named after Adam from the Bible. This story is not afraid of exploiting cliches.
Well, Sephiroth is named after the Bible too, so.
Is he?
Yeah, he's named after the Judeo-Christian tree of life symbolism, the Sephiroth.
I didn't even realize that.
Well, we hack you because it's significantly faster than dealing damage to you, so.
It's a lot safer, too. See, that spinning ball of death... Oh, wait, the spinning ball of death is migrating towards me, but that's okay, because as long as you keep with the clockwise rotation, you will stay ahead of Adam's defense network. You also will very typically deal enough damage to him by hacking damage in order to advance the stage. You were saying 9S.
So he just got a witch time evolution, but since we're doing the hacking minigame for the entire playthrough, we're not going to get to see him use it.
The hacking. We don't do it for the entire playthrough. That's only a very slight exaggeration. Hey, I also have hacking lock on. Just because you're far away from me doesn't mean I can't hit you, mister. Your hacking meter is going up there. Better watch out, son.
Speaking of Sun, the Sun Wukong and Hercules fought on Death Battle was actually relatively interesting. Although I called that Sun Wukong was going to win it beforehand.
Battles to the death. Using each other's lore, saying, "Oh, so you build keys. I'm a key destroyer." See, that's an interaction that would have not existed in our own respective universes. Thing is, I'm not getting that much experience by successfully executing these hacks.
Adam was a level 3 when you started this fight. Now he's a level 7.
No, he's at a level... Oh, yeah, that's right. They upped his starting level because I am starting as a level 28 as of the beginning of this game. I forgot about that, so that means I'm dealing... Yep, because the fight's already over. Yeah, it must be real nice having a bunch of androids that are so scarily accurate with their mathematical synergy.
I remember us killing him with twin impalement last time.
There's a lot of little details that elude us during this playthrough, which I guess is nice that you could, you know, just like in movies or books, I mean, you could watch a movie over again and then notice a bunch of shit that you didn't see the first time because you weren't sure where the story was going, but then... And then on the second time you realize that man with no balls is going to start screaming, so, yeah, you can take notice of the other really cool touches that they put in the photography and such.
Now, yeah, that's not a second Adam. That's actually Eve, right?
It is Eve, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it might as well be a second Adam.
It's a second Adam right now, but it's going to turn into Eve.
But that's right. In this story, we're also supposed to respect that each of these characters, they are their own consciousnesses. Consciousnesses, after all. And they ought to be appreciated as such with their own respective names and identities. Wow, that would have been intimidating.
Yep.
For a level 6.
We just fought the Bible, Tube. Keep up.
And I think we lost. See, the Bible is very interesting to 2B because it gives her more information on this target of hers called God. How best can she kill this God once and for all?
Well, 2B, you're in a Square Enix game, so the best way to kill God is to, you know, approach him in his heaven lair, and then spam Ultimate at him over and over again.
Ultimate. Spam ultimate. That's how you kill. That's how you slay the Almighty. Oh, this guy didn't know where I was.
Subjugate!
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. I'm hacking you, without a doubt.
Subjugate!
When I get in your head, smoke comes out. Oh yeah, I guess so. When you initiate remote control, you can totally just let go of the other guy, and it causes an instant death on whoever you were just taking control of. There are a lot of games that do that, actually.
It is better in this instance.
So I think Bioshock Infinite does this. I'm pretty sure Shadow of Mordor does this too, where you switch control from one to another and just kills.
Shadow of Mordor wants to do this, but it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it as cleanly. What happens if you have too many orcs branded, which isn't a thing that can happen in Shadow of Mordor? You end up the orcs that you have branded end up just not being a part of the fight that you're in. Like the only real limitation to your branding powers in Shadow of Mordor specifically is that you can't realistically keep track of all the lieutenant orcs and lieutenant uruks and war chief orcs that you have branded. If you have too many of them branded. Thing is, that's never actually a problem in Shadow of Mordor. It's a big problem when it gets to Shadow of War, but you know, it's not a problem in Shadow of Mordor specifically.
Because a lot of the branding assignments and taking control of enemy units is more like an inventory of usable assets.
It's extremely passive in Shadow of Mordor.
Right, versus the much more active, like, you are my ally, you're attacking with me, this is happening right now, if I leave the arena, then you die.
Yeah. How does she know it's us?
Huh. They're just that. Well, I mean, first of all, it's a video game, and second of all, that I guess 9S is using his own voice, of course, because he can manipulate the machine audio to make his voice come out. As noted later in the story, when 2B dramatically goes to the machine factory in order to make peace with a tribe of machines that all turn out to be suicidal motherfuckers. Yeah, he also was using his voice at the time. Damn it! You know who does know that I'm a machine in disguise is the save access point. So I can't save the game. Bastards. Android to Android initiating conversation, adjusting posture.
So, back to the resistance camp we go.
I mean, mind you, you don't have to necessarily go back to the resistance camp just because you said you were going to. It just so happens that you must return to the resistance camp at some point in order to advance the story. And in the next part, we are going to start making our way towards the amusement park in small strides.